So, thank you for buying the Reflex Free Climb mountain bike. So, if you've either got the men's version or the ladies version, this video is going to help you assemble the bike correctly and help you get out on the road safely. Okay, so now we've got the bike out of the box, and as you can see, it's really well packaged. All this packaging needs to be taken off and, of course, dispose of all the waste responsibly. What else is in the box? Well, there's a set of tools, pedals, an instruction manual, and also a quick assembly guide. This is really useful for getting back out on the road quickly. And now it's time to actually put the handlebars on. So you need to be able to steer the bike, so let's bring them back up, and you can see that all of the cables are actually attached, both brakes and gears. Now you simply push the handlebars into the frame, get one of the Allen keys from the toolkit, and you put it into the bolt on the top and turn it. Next thing is to have something to sit on. So we need to fit the saddle. The saddle's at the front here, and as you can see, the saddle and the seat post are joined as one part, so that saves you some time. But you will notice that there's a minimum insertion mark on the actual post itself. You must put the saddle down further than that into the frame. So how does it go on? Well, you just turn it and push it into the frame. For the moment, I'm going to hold it here while I get my multi-tool, and I'm going to tighten this nut up on the seat post clamp. Now it's time to do the front wheel. If you look at the front wheel, there's two retaining washers on both sides. Both of these need to be pulled out as far as you can before you attempt to put it onto the front forks. You'll also need to release the front brake, and you do this by just pushing this back and letting that go. That allows the front wheel onto the forks. So now you just lift the bike, put the front wheel in, remembering to keep the retaining washers on the outside. These now just swing round and go into the little holes that are available for it. Tighten both sides, finger tight, get your multi-tool, and on here you'll find a spanner that fits exactly, which is that one. There's a really important thing to say about putting the pedals on. You'll notice on the ends of the threads here, there's an R and an L. This is critical because the R stands for right and the L stands for the left. They've got to go on the correct side of the bike. So if you look at the bike, looking forwards towards the front wheel, the one marked R goes onto the right hand crank. This is how it goes on. You keep twisting until it finds the thread. Right, so what you do is you keep turning until eventually we're right the way down and we're on. Then grab your multi-tool, and on here again is a spanner, and this will finish the job off. Make sure you completely tighten the pedal. It's really important that it is done. But at the end, we'll go back and we'll double check all the nuts and bolts. Okay, so we've done everything now. And now it's the most important part of all, which is the final checks. Use your multi-tool and your Allen key to check, make sure every bolt is tightened. So what I'll do is I'll run around the bike one more time and show you all the important parts. We started off by attaching the handlebars, so make sure again you get your Allen key and tighten that bolt as hard as you can on the handlebars. Go down to the front wheel, make sure that the brake caliper is fitted back into this little holder. Make sure the front axle nuts are tight on both sides. Then moving towards the middle. Pedals, you've put the right hand side on the right hand bike and the left hand side of the left hand side of the bike. And again, tighten with your multi-tool. This is a chance for you to set the saddle. Don't forget, there's a minimum height that it must go to on the seat post. But be comfortable with the height of the saddle and make sure it's clamped down tightly. One more thing at the back, make sure both rear nuts are tightened and also that the back brake is correctly fitted. Tyres should be around about 30 psi. The bike's ready to ride. But just before we go, I want to say a few little points. First of all, if you're riding at night, don't forget you need lights, back and front. Also, for safety, you really should wear a helmet. If you've had any questions about the way that we built this bike or you need to ask any further things, there's going to be a number. It's at the bottom of the screen. So don't hesitate to call us. You can also take the bike to a local bike shop. I'm sure they'll be happy to help you. Okay, so that's it. We're ready to go. I hope you really enjoy riding your bike and thank you for watching.